up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Season 4, episode... I don't know what the episode is, but it's going to be on the screen. You guys will have seen it. So let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, so the show opens where it ended last week, which was with this intervention. So the interventionist is talking to everybody that loves Tiara and telling them how it'll go. You basically are just telling her how much you love her, how much you support her, and that you cannot do anything else to help her if she does not, take this opportunity. We see Tiara, she gets there, AD lets her in, and the woman comes up to her and tells her right away that, she wants to talk to her about her drinking problems. Of course, Tiara is on the immediate defense. When she walks in the room, it is Nikki, it's Moniece, it's Nia, it's Fizz, it's AD. T is mad, obviously. Oh, hell no, I'm not fixing to sit here and listen to this, okay, and she walks out the door. And this was a real scene, okay? Moniece comes out after her while she's trying to get into the SUV, and when she gets in there, she was just like, why are you guys doing this? Like, I cannot believe you had me come out here for this shit, and Moniece is trying to tell her how much she loves her, how much other people around her have a lot of addiction problems, and that she just wants to help Tiara. Then all of a sudden, we even had the producer walk up. I think her name was Trivia, and she was telling her, listen, we just want you to come in and just talk to everybody. And Tiara was like, well, first of all, if I come back in there, I'm not talking to Nia and Fizz, okay, because I don't talk to them. They don't call me to find out how I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, so fuck them. Like, I don't want them in there, so we're gonna get rid of them. The interventionist tells them that they gotta go. I was like, po Nia, yeah, that po child can't never get a scene for herself. But the producer is just trying to tell her that they're not trying to hurt her. But of course, Tiara doesn't see it that way. She was like, you guys are trying to ruin my image. That's when I knew that this was a real enough scene, because I think Tiara doesn't feel like she has a drinking problem that bad, and she kind of feels like the show is amping it up to make it look worse. But they're just like, no, this is not to hurt you, and we want you to come in and you can talk. So Tiara agrees to go in there, okay, minus Drew and minus Nia. Moniece tries to talk to her but starts crying, and she was just like, really, Moniece? Like, of course you can't talk. They go around the room, and everybody else talks about how much they love and they care for Tiara, and Tiara's still not really trying to hear it because she's pissed at everybody. I feel bad for her because, interventions, I used to watch the show all the time. They are always very invasive and very uncomfortable and horrible, so I felt bad for her. I'm not sure if that needed to go down on camera. I know you sign up for a reality show and everything, but like she said, like, this is her image. This discourages her that she's trying to put her music out, and all of a sudden they talking about her being an alcoholic. But I'm thinking to myself, like, really, you've been on the show and you've been talking about drinking and all of that stuff. So what's it going to be? I guess that's why they finally did put it on the episode, because the whole season she's kind of been talking about the fact that she turns to the bottle. So you can't have it both ways. But still, it was kind of, I could understand why she wouldn't have wanted that to be on TV. But anyway, the interventionist kind of steps in and says, listen, I was an alcoholic for years. I lost everything. The interventionist, because she's a third party and not really involved emotionally with Tiara like the rest of them are, is able to reach her. Like, I drank all the time, every single day. I lost everything in my life, and there's just these people who may not have gone about it the right way, but they really do care and they really do love you. So that kind of gave Tiara this opening where she was just like, okay. So she was just like, they have this opportunity. You can go for 90 days. And that's when she got defensive again. Like, what? Not going no damn where. I can't go no damn where. Like, I got shit to do. Well, okay, if you can't do 90 days, well, can you do 30 days? And she was just like, listen, if you guys feel like I have this problem so bad, then yeah, I guess I can agree to 30 days. But she's still real pissed about it, because with these interventions, you have to leave right away. You got to strike while the iron is hot, because you change your mind, pretty quickly. You about to be gone for 30 days and your whole life has to be put on hold. So, they really try to make sure you leave like that day or that very next day. And everybody is happy for it. It was actually a very touching scene. There's not too many scenes on Love and Hip Hop that makes me feel like actually has a tear and actually makes me feel like it was genuine. It's only happened a few times, and this definitely was one of those scenes. So no jokes there. I would really like to see Tiara win. Like, when you really think about Tiara's career, and how she started with Rockefeller and they had her built up to be what Rihanna is now. That is a hard fucking pill to swallow. You know, everybody talked about how difficult and how terrible she was back then. She was 16. She didn't know how to handle it, whatever. But she lost that opportunity. And I know that has to still weigh heavily on her, especially to see how Rihanna just blew up. And I'm not sure if that would have happened to Tierra, but it could have. And the could haves are always the things that bothers us in our life when we think about missed opportunities or just regret. On top of that, she's on this show, and Ray J, who was supposedly the love of her life, hooks up with Princess and finally gets married. And Tierra is kind of like, she's had a lot of disappointments in her life. Some that she's brought on herself and some that just have happened because that's how life is. But I can see how she could probably be unhappy with a lot of the things in her life and the reason why she drank. So that's why I would like to see Tierra finally make it. She's a beautiful girl. I wish she could get rid of that orange hair, but look, baby steps, right? But I just, I can see why there's a lot going on with Tierra right now. But anyway, Tierra agrees to go off in 30 days. We see Trevia and Moniece helping her get ready the next day. And as far as we know, she is gone to rehab. Good luck to Tierra. Now, this was a very confusing scene. So we see Brooke and Bridget Kelly. They're walking down the street, and you can almost tell that they really don't like each other. I mean, they even mentioned to the cameras, to us watching, that they have a love-hate relationship. So I'm just like, do you like each other or not? Like, why would you be with somebody that you don't really like? I said, Mona, bitch, you didn't put them two together, huh? You didn't think we was gonna realize that this shit was fake? It's always fake, Roxanne. Anyway, Brooke basically says that she's using Booby to get to Marcus. She wants Marcus to be jealous. And she's working on a song with Booby. You know, that should really make Marcus upset. You know, Bridget was just like, Booby? Nigga, please. But anyway, that's y'all song. If that's what you want to do, okay. Then Bridget tells Brooke that she's been working with Ray J, and that the problem is that her man James might not like it because she has cheated in the past. And you know, Ray J is, you know, just his reputation alone kind of brings along the thoughts of cheating again. Not her cheating, but maybe her man thinking that she's cheating again. But she really wants him to get on board with her work with Ray J. You know, Brooke is just like, oh, well, good luck with that. So then we see Bridget Kelly having lunch with her man, okay? I was like, this looked like the same fucking location that Tierra pulled up in the car. Maybe just move the camera over a little bit. I said, Mona, bitch, you couldn't even scout out a new location, but whatever. They at the top of this cliff. And Charlie having lunch, I guess. She's telling him how she's working with Ray J and she wants him to listen to the song. She's got an alter ego. He says, like Sasha Fierce. I said, no. No. Nothing like Sasha Fierce. But we get a little listen to the song, and of course it's X-rated. I mean, it's a Ray J song. The song is called My Pussy So Good. One part she says, you in between my legs like a necklace. Praying to my pussy like it's Jesus. I said, blasphemy. Blasphemy. James is listening to the music and he is just like, what? I don't really think that this is the direction that you should take with your career. I mean, you go from auntie to now all of a sudden you the sex goddess. And she was just like, well, why was I auntie? I mean, why was I? He was like, listen, I'm not saying that she was auntie like that, but the things that you used to sing about, all of a sudden now you talking about being this hoe and your pussy good like a necklace and you in between my legs praying like it's Jesus. Who's praying to a pussy like it's Jesus again? Shit. I'm sorry, Jesus. Charlie's kids don't know what they talking about today. James is just trying to tell her that this kind of shit might fuck her career up, okay? And Bridget says that she just got to make some differences in her career. Listen, I don't know Bridget Kelly and I don't know her music. When you guys was telling me last week or whatever that episode was when she was on, everybody was saying how, you know, she's had the awesome EP and her music is awesome and all that. And then she's on the show with this fuck shit, okay? Now, I'm not quite sure if she is selling out for the show or if she's selling out because she really does want to change her career into this whole sex goddess kitten thing. But I'm gonna tell you what, it feels like you selling out either way it goes, okay? You can look at this girl, you too fucking old. I mean, that child looked like she was in her 30s. Why are you trying to do this what these kids is doing? You might have missed that train. She might not be that old, but she looks old enough to know better that you don't need to do this, baby. But she wants to make some differences, so fine. And James says, you know what? Okay, I'm going to come to this little video shoot and see how it goes. I'm curious to see what happens. So then we at the video shoot. My pussy so good by the pretty girl and Ray J is in the making. And I got the perfect crew to bring this vision to life. Bridget tells us that she feels more confident, when she's putting her sexy on there. And I said, okay, Bridget, okay, girl. I get it. You don't want to have that other image, but maybe we could just tweak it a little bit and you ain't got to have fucking dollars shooting out your pussy. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too much. James is watching like, oh my God. And Ray J, he pumped up. Hey! Hey! James is looking like, okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Ray J, I know what you're trying to do. You got every right to do that. But wait a minute. Hold on. All I'm trying to do is bring more money to the table. But then all of a sudden, Ray J gets a damn text message and he gotta go. All right, Bridget was already off the set when James was talking to Ray J. But when Bridget comes back, he was like, listen, I gotta go because Brandy called me, told me she needed a ride. So I gotta go. Okay, and James is just listening to this whole thing. And I'm thinking to myself, like, who the fuck schedules a whole crew to come out for a video shoot and then leaves? I don't understand Ray J and Princesses. Like, what is going on with them this season? It's all of the scenes are so fucking unnecessary. James is kind of laughing, trying not to laugh. I said, oh, Mona, you got to get James some acting lessons. But Bridget is sticking to hers. She's just like, well, what am I supposed to do? I don't want to have that other image. I want to, be sexy and all that. And he was just like, listen, I hear what you're trying to say. Let me get out here. Let me see what I can do to try to fix this problem. But my whole thing is when James tells us that Bridget has cheated over and over and over and over again. I mean, he makes it seem like he was a side nigga and that she was seeing all these other people. And I was just like, why are you trying to work on something with this girl and she keep on fucking around on you? She talking about he won't let it go. Well, maybe if you would stop fucking everybody, then maybe he will let it go. Okay, so these two probably don't need to be together either. But he was telling her, let me try to figure out what I'm going to do. Try to help you. And she says, okay. And this is the Bridget that you guys was telling me was so bomb. Oh. Now, jumping over to Brooke and Marcus. Child, Marcus is out shopping for shoes because he's supposedly going to take Brooke out for dinner. He go out with Diamonds and Pearls, and Diamonds and Pearls shows up and tells him how Brooke was with Booby at Lyrica's listening event and how Brooke made it seem like them two was fucking. I mean, she didn't say that, but that's how her face looked. I was like, ain't this some old bitch ass shit? Okay? You're really gossiping like this? I mean, I guess I expect you to tell your boy and everything, but it just, something about the way it came out. I was just like, oh, God. So now Marcus is mad. So she's still hanging out with Lil Boo Boo, but she acting like she kind of want to work this shit out with me. I mean, you know what? I'm going to have to pull up on the two of them. She did it to me, so now I'm going to do it back to her ass. So then next thing we see Booby, and he's rapping that whatever that y'all said it's the Houston accent, so I'm going to leave it at that. And Booby talking about the sky is the limit, okay, with his career, his rap career, with Brooke, just with everything. While they sitting there performing their little song, here walks in Marcus, okay, and she's just like, what are you doing here? And he was just like, oh, so you still seeing Lil Boo Boo nigga? You ought to just keep it 100 with me. You be coming out with me and hanging out with me, but then you still seeing this nigga? And Booby just sitting over there not saying nothing. I was like, Booby, this girl about to get you fucked up around here. Because Booby is so fucking stupid, he don't realize that this girl is using him. Because even when Brooke gets into an argument with Marcus, she was just like, yeah, I did. You know what? I did not fuck him. If you want to know that me and him are just friends, and yes, I still love you, and something, you gonna come up here? And I said, Booby, did you just hear what she said? She said that she still loves Marcus, and no, she did not fuck him, and that she is only friends with you, and that she's not trying to go there with you because she still loves him. Why are you still trying to be with this girl? Marcus leaves, and Booby's still trying to play the, you need to realize your worth. No, nigga, you need to realize your worth. Brooke don't want to be with your ass, or she want to play both sides of the coins. I mean, and that's fine if that's what you're going to do, but quit trying to lead everybody on, okay? Just date everybody if that's what you want to do, but don't be sitting up here telling this other nigga right in Booby's face that you love somebody. You love him? I said, oh my God, that Booby. Y'all, I'm telling you something, the nigga, he's stupid. And then you guys, the thirsty squad. I'm telling you, the thirstiness. I can't. I don't even want to do this part. The highlight of the Thirsty Crew's little section was the fact that we see Lyrica at the park with Mama Dap and Big Lyrica. They are having lunch with Zelda Monster and Alexis. I was so happy to see Mama Dap, even though they refused to get these mamas some damn lines. I mean, all we want to do is see Mama Dap. I mean, we did get her, to get up and show her bad body and do like a quick jump. I was like, what is she doing? But still no words from Mama Dap. Anyway, Lyrica is telling Zelda Monster and Alexis about the confrontation that she had with Moniece. Zell is finally the only one that brings this to attention that, you know what? Everybody is just getting into all this fighting when really it's just over Alexis and Masika. Everybody else, they need to get the fuck up out of it. We don't have nothing else to do with none of this shit. I was like, thank you, Zell. Even though you don't heed your own advice, but thank you. This shit is so dry and done, but whatever. On to the next fight. Zell say that he gonna have a party next door to where Ray the Gay AA is supposedly gonna be having a party as well. And that he gonna steal the shine that Ray the Gay AA is looking for because ain't nobody gonna be at that party. So Ray the Gay AA's party. Okay, Moniece shows up. Is nobody there. Not even Masika. Where is Masika? Oh, Masika has to perform her song. So, she's rehearsing, so she couldn't come today. And Moniece was just like, everybody needs to be more supportive of each other. That's why our friends fall through the cracks, talking about Tierra. But anyway, Moniece is there, and she's ready to turn up with Ray the Gay AA and nobody else, okay? They hear some noise, and, they're just like, well, what is that noise? And they go to check it because, that's what you do when you have a party. You go see what's going on outside of your party. So they actually go next door. They see a line of people. And they walk inside, and it is Zelda Monster's party, okay? Hey, everybody's turning up. Okay, Mona done packed out the house this time. He gets on the mic and was just like, oh, you guys wasn't having a party with your old lady asses over there. Okay, you had to come over here where it's lit, where it's popping. And then we get a repeat of what we've been having all season. I'm thinking to myself, like, how many times are they going to do these confrontations of the Thirsty Crew? It's the exact same people, the exact same shit. Hazel says, and I'm not quite sure why Hazel is even speaking, but whatever. Hazel brings up the same thing that Zelda Monster did at the park, which was that Alexis, Sky, and Masika are the only ones that have a problem, and the rest of them need to get out of it, because now it done dragged Moniece in it, and Hazel in it, and everybody else in it, and it's not even about none of them. But I tell you what, Alexis is entirely too turned up. It's just like, girl, you can't care this much. You are so fucking annoying. Because I understand wanting to beat a bitch ass, but look, you ain't had the opportunity to do it. She ain't gonna give it to you. Like, why are you tearing up your entire life and you didn't move on to new DICK? Or maybe she hasn't, because Fetty Wap like to, he like to toss them around, and it's this one this week and another one the next week. But still, I'm gonna need you to move on, sis. In this little meeting of the minds, okay, we see Moniece and Lyrica, they make up, okay? She apologizes for talking about Lyrica, and Lyrica hugs Moniece. And then Alexis apologizes to Moniece and should not have said the shit that she said, okay? They don't hug, but they shake hands, okay? Zelda Monster's like, oh, this is so great. Then Ray the Gay AA apologizes to Alexis, because I don't even know why them two was arguing anyway. Like I told you guys, I done lost track of the whole thirstiness of all of this is just completely confused me. Now, if we can just get Masika and Alexis to talk, but it is not going to happen. I never thought that I would even say this, considering you guys know that Masika's not my favorite person, but fuck Alexis. Masika, I wouldn't probably talk to that girl either. Just like, why you got to be going this hard trying to talk to me about what? Then when we talk, what? Are you gonna try to fight me? Then what? Like, stupid. But this performance that Masika has, okay, so she performs her little song, whatever it was, child, and then when she finishes, everybody shows up at her listening party. And again, we get the same scene again. Masika is not willing to talk to Alexis. She says she's sick of making hoes famous. I said, oh, okay. So she walk off. She ain't talking to Alexis, Sky. Then we get Zell and Ray, they gonna fight again. Security is scrambling, trying to get control of everybody. I'm somebody trying to go out the back door and get to that person, all that. I was just like, oh my God, this scene has played about. Seriously, how many times has Ray and Zell fought? And how many times has Masika and Alexis and all of this shit has happened? It's been entirely the whole season. I mean, if they did not fight over this, what would have been everybody's storyline? But at the end of the day, Alexis still doesn't get to talk to Masika. Masika won't do it, okay? It's a different day, but same old shit. Alright, you guys, let me get off of here. When does Love and Hip Hop Hollywood end? Like, I'm over it. I'm ready for Miami. You know, I already know that's gonna be some shit. Anyway, you guys, let me get off of here. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright. So I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.